Hey there YouTube, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to build your own gaming PC for just $350. So this is going to be the Intel version of the build, and I'll have an AMD version uploaded soon, and I'll have a link to that at the end of the video. So I'm doing this to just show you that you can actually build a gaming PC for not very much, for the price of a console, and plus you'll be able to actually get in most cases, better visuals than a console and be able to use it for many more things. So let's get started with the build. The first part of this build is the processor. For the processor, I'm going to be using a Intel Pentium G860. Now, you might not think this is a very good processor, but really, it will be perfectly good for all the things you're going to use it. And the great thing about this processor, it's a socket 1155 processor, which means that later on we can upgrade it. We can remove it, and upgrade it with Core i3, Core i5, Core i7. But for now, this is a 3 gigahertz dual-core processor, and it's got 3 megabytes of cache, and it's only $70, $69. So it'll be a great fit for a build. For the motherboard, since this is a budget build, we're not going to get any special motherboard. Just a basic motherboard will be fine. It'll fit our graphics card, our RAM. It's got all the basic ports you'll need. It's a socket 1155 motherboard, so meaning you can upgrade, take out the processor, take out the Pentium, and put in an i3 and i5. Or later on, if you're fine with the Pentium, you can actually remove the motherboard, get a new motherboard with more features. Maybe if you want to put in, I don't know what, and it's a very versatile setup. So it's got 4 SATA ports, 10 USB ports, 2 PS2 ports, one for the keyboard, one for the mouse, 1 VGA port, 1 DVI port, an Ethernet jack, and the red, blue, and green audio I/O jacks. It's also got PCI Express 2 and 3, as well as 2 DDR RAM slots and with a 16 gig RAM capacity. And for $48, it's going to be a good motherboard. And we're going to be using, for memory, we're going to be using 4 gigs of Patriot Extreme Performance RAM. Nothing much to be said about this RAM. 4 gigabytes of it. It'll be quite a good. It'll be enough for the build, and it's clocked at 1333 megahertz. And for $22, it's a great amount of RAM. Well, since this is a gaming PC, the graphics card is pretty important. For the graphics card, we're going to be using an EVGA GeForce GTX 650. It's got a gigabyte of video RAM, dual DVI ports, and an HDMI port, as well as compatible with the DirectX 10. It's only $95, and it'll be able to run most modern games on high. And for the more demanding games, such as Battlefield 3, it'll be able to run them on medium, which will still look quite good in comparison to consoles. For the hard drive, we're just going to be using a Western Digital Caviar Blue 500 gig SATA 3 hard drive. Now, the good thing about this hard drive, it runs at 7200 RPM, which means it'll be faster than the hard drives of most pre-built computers. So you'll be getting quite good performance from this drive, and it's only $60. Now, the power supply, since this is a budget build, we're not going to be able to get some kind of amazing power supply. This is just a basic no-name brand from Logisys 550 watt power supply. One warning I can tell you is that, since this isn't really a well-known company, this isn't the most reliable power supply. I'm not saying it's going to fail or anything. I'm just saying it might be a wise investment to either now or down the road, if you're building this computer, to upgrade this power supply. But for now, it's only $23, and it'll be great for the build. Finally, the case. The case is the Cooler Master Elite 430. Now, this case is only $37, so it doesn't have any super great features such as USB 3.0, but it looks quite nice from the outside. It's even got a window to look into your parts, and inside it's roomy. It'll fit everything you might want to put in it, and it's got plenty of hard drive cages and fans. So, anyways, the total cost of this build comes to $354, and with this build, you'll be able to run most modern games, and you'll be able to have generally quite good performance inside regular tasks such as word processing and everything. It's a pretty good all-around build, and it's also quite upgradable. You can upgrade basically basically everything on this build with ease. You can upgrade the processor to an i3 or an i5. You can easily replace the motherboard. You can add an SSD, a larger hard drive, a better graphics card. You can put in there's lots of things you can do, and it's a great starting point. Great starting point for PC gaming. Now, if you want to see the AMD version of this build, when the video is up, I'll have a link on this big picture of AMD's logo. But for now, thanks for watching.